From Seminole Hard Rock in Hollywood, Florida, this is Poker Night in America. Hello and welcome to Poker Night in America. I'm Chris Hansen alongside Joe Stapleton, and yes, we are still at Seminole Hard Rock in Hollywood, Florida.
Did you know it used to actually be called Hollywood Land?
I think you're thinking of Hollywood, California. You know, where you live?
I am always doing that. Explains why my key didn't fit in the door last night.
Nearly everyone is in for $50,000 tonight, including Poker Night regulars Frank Casella, Kane Callis, Avi Friedman, and Sean Deeb, as well as Eric Berger and Alan Shine. Now, I'm not even going to pretend I know who they are because, seriously, we like to keep things real around here. And lastly, we've got Doug Polk, who has bought in for $470,000.
Geez, Doug, the size of your buy-in leads me to wonder if you're psychologically trying to project that you, in fact, do not have small hole cards.
You know what? I believe Doug is still here from last time, nursing that hangover. Saw him sleeping underneath the craft service table earlier.
Probably just needs a little hair of the Doug.
Seriously, the last 24 hours have been like insane. I've slept like 3 hours.
Kane went with a Doug hair. Chris, answer me this question here. Is that a graphics error? Did somebody stick an extra zero in on Doug Polk's $47,000 stack?
No, I believe he has bought in for nearly $500,000.
Cool.
All right, blinds are 100 and 200. Our standard on Poker Night in America has been $25.50. The stakes have been raised here tonight.
Sean Deeb raising $400 blind. He's going to get to act last before the flop.
Hey, Doug, you know people are going to needle you to the fact you bought in 470 and not 500? No, that's a big threshold.
But he said it's case money.
Well, it's because I didn't have any more money.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to borrow 30, Doug?
When he's 30 shy of $500,000, he can only buy in for 470.
It's true.
Doug Polk bought in for all the money he had, $470,000, and now raising to $1,200 with King 7.
Honestly, I just feel like it's better for TV when you have like more chips and stuff, and well, that's
More intimidating.
Yeah, you learned from Brad Garrett.
exactly. Except mine are $5 chips.
I believe he started our run here at Seminole Hard Rock with $120,000. Does that sound right?
Who knows what he had in his pocket, but
Well, without a rebuy, I think that is everybody else's money who is currently on the table. Call me crazy, but I believe that Avi Friedman is wearing the watch and ring that Sean Deeb was wearing day one.
ooh, maybe he won it off him.
Am I the only one who's seen that, or did I just hit my head on the way in?
No, that looks like the watch and ring.
Have these guys been introduced to the Chewbacca noise?
Not like fully.
Oh,
not fully.
this is-
Do
this
we have
is-
to have the 10K or the 20K rule in this?
Yeah, I guess if you win any pot where you win 20K
20K
pot, you gotta go with the Chewbacca impersonation.
It's really good.
It's quite impressive.
It's strong.
That's true. I did not mean to insult you. I apologize.
Impersonate. Like you developed it.
Doug Polk bets $5,800.
Yeah.
Probably a month away.
Sean's still a top pair and a draw.
That's how I saw Ghost in the Shell, which was not that good.
Ghost in a Shell, yeah, that just wasn't.
Good enough for him.
It's funny, I moved to...
Valyrian, like, kind of Star Wars cheesy and some. I don't even know how to explain it. It's just
is it as cheesy as the Barsoom?
Polk has been the one who's been betting.
I can't use my phone or the
Check.
They go check on the river.
I'll use my phone.
Deeb has the best of it.
You were worried.
Yeah, I
was too quick.
was like, oh, wait a minute, this could
John
be.
Carter.
John Carter.
I am actually the loudest poker player.
You are definitely the loudest poker player.
Bellowing. He bellows.
You think there's competition
I
there?
don't know. I've never actually considered it. I gotta
Well, we
think.
went through the whole list.
Yeah, we try to think of
I
like
still think
even
Madisow's loud.
drunk Gavin like is close, but still not nearly as loud.
Madisow has that cackle, you know?
Madisow doesn't
It's like
have
you
a
can-
quiet voice either, though. I mean,
Joe
I
Malcolm
mean, I
is
didn't mean
pretty
that as
loud.
either. But
No, we're welcome to be honest here on Poker Night.
But he does. I mean, everything's at full bore. So then it's just a question of who talks more, I guess.
I'm not sure if he qualifies as a poker player, but my vote goes to Kevin Hart.
Mikey does have his quiet moment.
Wow, case 10 on the flop. What is this,
See,
deal
that
or
was
no
quiet.
deal, huh? Case 10?
Got it.
In a hand. You guys can talk when I'm playing, by the way. I don't mind.
Yeah, Lane Flack is really loud.
I've never played with them.
He is unbelievably
I don't
loud.
remember him being that loud.
I'm sticking with Lane Flack is louder than me.
No. I think Lane's
Have
not
you played
loud.
when he's drinking?
I would have thought I would be able
He's-
to come up with
I've played
somebody
with Lane a
else,
lot.
but
This is what happened to me yesterday.
Yeah, everyone like thinks, oh yeah. Nope. And you just can't come
I
around.
definitely would have thought I'd been able to find somebody.
But it can't be somebody who's just loud when he's drinking, because
Right.
you're loud when you're not drinking, and then you're
When's
even
that?
louder when you are drinking.
It's true. That's true. Like not talking.
I was saying yesterday, Doug's one of the most fun people to have at the table.
Oh, thank you, Cade.
And most
Appreciate that,
profitable.
man. Don't worry, Dave. Just know on poker night, anytime you get owned at any hand ever, it's going on YouTube. And the comments are gonna be like, LOL, wrecked! And it's like all the people.
It's not the
jumping
first
in
time I've
there.
gotten outplayed
I
on
know,
TV.
I know.
All in.
Whoa.
LOL, wrecked!
This is not a slow roll, by the way.
That's gonna be the face. It's gonna be him like,
All right, I call. I can't fold this.
Okay, run twice.
Sure.
And it does show him right away.
get out of it. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding?
For the second time in my life, I agree with Doug Polk. Now they're gonna run it twice.
Heart.
That's it.
Unbelievable.
I think I'd be covered.
Looks like Avi just lost that watch and ring back too.
Oh, on the bright side, there's no crossbook.
Yeah, you just saved 50 grand.
There's that.
Sean Deeb up over 63,000, and we're only in segment 1. Segment 1.
We will be right back with segment 2 after this. Download our new Poker Night in America app for free so you and your friends can have your very own poker night. Also available on Facebook Instant Games. Welcome back to Seminole Hard Rock in South Florida.
Don't do that.
The lines are 100 and 200 tonight.
You had an overpair of that one as well? Open-ended?
You know what I'm saying. It was situationally, it was a similar spot.
When does Doug Polk ever breathe? That's what I'm wondering. Like, can you talk and breathe at the same time?
Chris, I'm very excited. Alan Shine, a.k.a. James Lipton, a.k.a. host of Inside the Poker Players Studio, is finally playing a hand.
Strong.
He's limping in with Ace King.
Friedman raises to 700. Deeb calls with jacks.
This seat's way better to have a lot of chips. That seat's brutal.
Here comes Casella.
Like, I wasn't gonna put all my chips over the line like some asshole, you know?
He's raising to 2,400 with queens.
Half the stack's like in play.
It's true. It just looks like he's straddling for more than the 6,400.
Yeah, that would be quite the straddle. You know, the casual like 100K straddle.
That didn't work.
Well, 22.
It did exactly what I wanted it to. What's wrong with the bigger pot?
22.
And Shine, who's under-repped Ace King, under-reps it again by just calling.
Yeah, something like that.
Shine and Friedman not in the worst spots here.
Deal me an ace or a king.
You really never know.
Only one person can jam and it actually has me covered.
So Friedman's the only one who's flopped a pair.
Honestly, I'm trying to avoid deep. I wouldn't want to play a 200K pot here. Just gonna get out of his way.
Shine is out, over to Friedman.
Friedman is contemplating a call. Someone's bound to have a better pocket pair or a 6. Good fold. Deeb, on the other hand, he's going to have a hard time folding an overpair on this board. It's easier to fold a thong than it is an overpair.
A call from Sean. And here comes the turn. It's a 3 of hearts.
Oh, hydration bot, in effect. Gotta stay hydrated. Goes check, check on the turn. I'm all for Frank exhibiting a little pot control once Sean calls the flop. Sella's probably in call mode. However, he's been checked to. And when it goes check, check on the turn and river, Frank feels safe to value bet his pocket queens.
I wanted to fold the flop, but just couldn't do it.
Sean's just taken away his ability to raise after making that comment.
There is the call. And 42,000 and change is going to Frank Casella.
I'm the worst.
Whew, they went right in the muck. You had to feel good about that.
I did. Well, he was calling me at that time, so it wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, right. It's true.
Actually, you know, you kind of ended up running really good there because you did open shove with that ace-10 and Caldo looks down to that ace-king. I mean...
Oh, you open shove the ace-10? Because we didn't see that one. I assumed you were ace called. You opened jam?
I think Caldo only had like 12 big blinds.
There's 12 blinds.
Yeah,
Oh,
he only had like
more brutal.
How did I run to ace king there?
Once more for James Lipton. Ace queen. Still limping. He is tight. He's my spirit animal. I mean, Shine is so uncharacteristically tight for this game that the dealer thought his limp was a straddle.
That's not like ace 3, and he's got his snap shove ranges down so tight that he just knows 12 bigs is a snap with any ace. That's not that.
And we're getting all kinds of questionable business in here pre-flop.
So ace-10 is not looking very good.
No one has really taken the initiative to try to push anybody around.
He doesn't understand squeeze yet, so he doesn't know what good cards are.
I don't know how to squeeze. I don't really want to learn.
At least we got a multi-way pot out of the deal.
Check.
Flops 10-8, jack, couple of spades on board.
Up and down and backdoor diamonds for Sean Deeb. It's Friedman who's betting top pair, top kicker.
And here comes Sean Deeb with a raise to 3,600. That is going to thin the proverbial herd quite a bit.
Oh man, Alan Shine doesn't raise pre-flop with ace queen. Limps in for 400, but then on the flop calls a bet and a raise to 3,600 with ace high and a double gutter. One of the gut shots, not even to the nut straight. He really is my spirit animal.
You go check, check on the turn. River's another 10.
Don't picked up a pair of fives, by the way. And he's got what we now call showdown value. And Deeb might have been a little bit worried when Shine called the flop, hence why no bet on the turn. Wow, I was gonna say Shine should not let Sean have a free showdown.
Basically.
Whoa.
I did not think he was gonna charge him this much for it. Wow. Now Sean's in the tank. I feel like a normal bet and Deeb would fold this pretty regularly. But when you go all in here, you actually give Sean some reason to think he could be bluffing.
Side note, how much would it take for you to shave your head totally bald like that?
Not much.
No? You'd go for it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't have any spades.
Show a card then.
I'll slow roll. If you call, I will show you my hand.
I was hoping you were just going to muck your hand if I call.
If you drop, I will also show you my hand. For $100.
Oh, we're
Yeah,
lost
because
enough
we'll
on this
never
hand.
know what you have later. It'll be a mystery. People will go back to this day. Remember that day that we forgot what that guy, we never saw it. We'll never know. It's a shame. It's a shame. They should put something in so you can like know what the cards are. That'd be. You guys' job, I'm just saying.
And that is it for Deeb.
May I present you with ace queen.
Oh my god.
Pretty sure you had ace high
Oh my god.
beat, Sean.
Oh my god. Yes. Yes.
Sean Deeb gets totally owned.
200K views.
Is that the YouTube?
I'm setting the line. 200K. I'm setting the line at 200K.
He had no spades.
Whew. Whew. Sean Deeb is embarrassed to get
You knew how
owned
bad
on
my hand
Poker
was to
Night.
call.
That's how he does it.
Well, that was an interesting shove. Nearly 39,000 to win 6, and Deeb nearly sniffed that out.
Never tested Deeb's sniffing abilities. They own fish restaurants.
Welcome back to Poker Night in America and our high stakes table at the Seminole Hard Rock, where Doug Polk is straddling the 400.
Let's take it on down to Tabletown.
Where you go back and forth.
We really agree.
All right, this collection of players is kind of like the X-Men, but it's not. Welcome back to Poker Night in America.
I mean, there are a few freaks.
You're playing too big of a game, apparently, Kane.
You know what I don't think? You know what I don't think?
You
I don't
were real
think-
scared when you had, you know, the set
I don't
of
think, I
fives.
mean,
the
he's
person-
got to be trolling.
I don't.
No, he's not. I played with Kane before.
I do not think that Kane is first
I
off
think
trolling.
that the solution is to sometimes fold ace-8 of clubs there. Well, that's what I'm saying.
After
The
our argument,
mathematical,
we're
like the
you like argued against doing everything a little bit of the time.
Kings for Casella. You know, Casella has played every single hand since we showed up here at Seminole Hard Rock.
Frank slow playing the Kings a little bit, did not re-raise with them 3 ways in this flop.
He has not left the table. All 3 days, he just keeps going.
The loser of this hand has to empty out his bucket.
I'm saying that there are circumstances against certain players in which I would fold my button.
Okay.
As ace suited.
All right.
When they cut off open.
All right, that's fair. I think rake matters a lot too, though, and stack depth. Those are both really important. In this game, no rake and deep. It's a lot tougher. You know?
That is true.
But you have reverse implied odds if someone makes a straight flush and you make the ace high flush.
This is a gross flop for kings.
Wow, I might start coming to these.
Frank raising.
Thank you, Frank.
Also,
finally.
Also, Doug, there were three antes.
I'd fold a couple more, but like not many. I mean, I don't think I would ever fold 2 days in a button to an open.
To an under the gun open? To an open?
To a cut-up open.
Now you're losing to just one queen.
And also, I just want to say it's like a reasonable sized open. Obviously, if someone makes
Right.
like whatever. Yeah. Or if there was like insane shenanigans going on behind me, then I might like consider. But this is not that.
Oh man!
Until now.
If it was, 9 or 10 handed and everyone limped and then.
Well, here's how we're going to start. The bet is 9,500 from Deeb. Casella's probably going to make it like 25 or 30,000.
Well, those are Frank's biggest chips.
I run so bad, man. It's so dirty.
That is all of his big chips. Raised to $34,000. That's $60K in the middle. If Sean calls, we're just shy of 100.
Nice hand, Frank.
I think we'll get there.
Can I see that one?
Can you? Yeah.
Sean Deeb was
Well, you're
standing
not
there, but
placing-
he's the one that deserves an ovation for that fold.
That was very dirty how I lost that one.
It's the least I
Eric,
can do with
32?
all this money I've won
No,
this week.
I'll be look.
Triple straddle up to 1,600. That's the minimum.
It's good to give back.
I said if we do four or five hands, then I'll do it.
Except Kane. I'm not very well against Kane. That's been.
I won't do it. I won't do this. I won't put the 64 on.
What if we do a round of 64s?
No.
Around the 64.
Well, we got 8. Next, we'll do a round of 16.
I think doing that before the end of the day is just too much. I think people I think it's just too.
That's
Stakes
cool,
are too
because
high.
then you're on life tilt.
Do you know my history of blackjack, by the way?
No, I don't.
UB blackjack back in the day. I won.
Speaking of which, you see UB is
Yeah, I got I'm
full
getting-
amount,
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
How dead do you think that money was?
Dead.
Yeah.
Like
I would have sold
0%.
it for less than a nickel.
Oh God.
Less than a nickel?
said-
I mean, I probably would have sold it for less than a penny. Like,
You,
I mean,
you want to? So Eric, like back in the day, they had their 500 max blackjack,
Okay.
and I had this system. I would buy on a table with 5K, 3 hands, 500 max, and quit when I was at 10K. Over the next month, they had a leaderboard of wagering, and you see my name like wagering like $5 million a day at 500 a hand. I beat him for 300K. It was a good month.
Check, check. Diamond draw.
Unfortunately, winning all that money convinced me to stake a bunch of people, and then I lost all that money staking
staking
people.
it at blackjack?
No.
Oh, okay.
You guys are sick DJs to think that's a possibility.
Doesn't seem like that hard of a fold for 19,000.
I kind of don't believe you, Frank.
But Frank's got none of them.
All right. I really feel like you're bluffing for some reason, but I'm gonna go ahead and lay it down.
Yes.
All right, come on, Frank, show it.
Show.
Get shown the bluff.
Like if he comes back, he'll take 3 in a row.
No straddle or anything? How boring has this game gotten here at the end of the night? Come on.
That would have worked out
maybe
very
we're
well for
wrong
one
with
of you. We just don't know which one.
Only the 100, 200 blinds.
Gee whiz. Casella makes it 600 with his 10s.
If you had moved in, it would have been a bad day for me. Well, bad hand for me.
Shine calls with 6s.
It's a Kane approved button fold.
Yeah.
That one's for the stream guys. Kane approved for that button fold. Roger that with the chat. No, get your kappas out.
Great face, no space.
Disappointed. You guys want to make it here one day. Tide is right. You'll get there one day.
We never played online back
I don't
in the
think
day.
we did. You were already playing like.
I feel
by the
like we
time-
played a couple hands heads up, and then I quit you after like 40 hands or 30 hands or something. But you were still like playing regs at 510,
Yeah, I
like
was.
breaking even and like.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Like, before I just knew some like good population tendency stuff, but yeah, I mean, I tried to play everyone, and like I played a lot of people that were just definitely better than me.
Yeah.
You know,
But you played mostly on stars.
I played pretty much everywhere.
Didn't you used to play 6 max back in the day?
You played full ring.
I played
Oh, you played full ring.
more.
Still don't think Sean can fold with top pair and a draw.
like micros, like low stakes.
Back in the day, Stapes, didn't you and I play some backgammon at a opium den in Indonesia?
If it was, there's a good chance I wouldn't remember.
No, I didn't like the idea of bum hunting.
Ace comes on the river, and I can't think of a discussion more boring to have than, hey, didn't we play some online poker like 12 years ago? Remember how great that was?
Not a super dangerous river card for Frank Casella. Yes, King Queen got there, but once Sean reacts like this, you know you're good.
You shot up like super quickly. You were playing like $1, $2, and then like a couple months later, it was like nosebleeds, right?
He knows what that's like. He's married.
Yeah.
I remember it.
No, he wasn't playing nosebleeds back in the day.
Well, I think
He shot up to like.
Kind of a frustrating session for Sean Deeb. Sometimes you just can't do anything right.
Deeb calls.
Shocking when Sean Deeb does it with.
11, I was legitimately playing some.
Don't worry, he's still profitable despite the fact that it seems like he's lost every single hand.
This segment was paid for by supporters of Frank Casella.
Frank Casella for Nevada's 3rd Congressional District.
Download our new Poker Night in America app for free so you and your friends can have your very own poker night. Also available on Facebook Instant Games. Welcome back to Poker Night in America, where tonight's table was a bit of a roller coaster for Sean Deeb and a relatively smooth one for Super Dad Frank Casella.
That's right, Chris. Casella currently up almost 60,000. Doug Kardashian Polk up almost 28, but sitting with a stack of nearly $500,000. Avi Friedman currently buried over 60,000. Make sure you tune in next time when this table continues because these numbers will fluctuate, if you know what I mean, which I don't. But anyway, Chris, tell the people what they've won.
For Joe Stapleton, I'm Chris Hansen, and for everyone here at Poker Night in America, thanks for putting up with us.
Hey, if you like this video from season whatever from Poker Night in America, there are at least 41 other seasons, and we've got every episode here on our page at your disposal. Go to town, but make sure you hit like and subscribe.